On the bench here in front of us, we have the components that make up the PTO brake. Now, we have the brake housing, the piston housing. We have the shaft with the bearing on it. I've cleaned the bearing, washed it out and oiled it, and look, it's great. No need to worry about that too much. Now, we have the piston, the two separator plates, the circlip that holds the pack in the housing, the circlip that holds the bearing in the housing, that I need to wipe by the looks, and the inner and outer piston ring. Now you'll notice two Pdo brake discs here. Now, if you can recall, this is the one you can see through here where the lining was coming off, and through here, all around the edge there. From water in the oil, we found quite a bit of, well, anything we pulled apart, we found a milky oil. So we're pretty confident with that. But this new disc I've purchased to put in, it's a genuine part off John Deere. It's a sprayed metal finish. So even if a little bit of water did ingress into the transmission, well, it's not going to worry this. This never has to be replaced again, unless in time it wears out. But this tractor's done 3,000 hours, like I keep saying, but I was looking at one on Facebook the other day. It's an ex-council slashing tractor, 31,000 hours. And yeah, the hydraulics broke on it and they're fixing it. But anyway, just a great thing. But the part number for the sprayed metal disc here is AL55075. And look, in Australia, look, I think it was $108 or $103. I just can't remember now. Something like that. But look, it's the way to go. Disregard this old one. There's no future in using that. So if we tip the housing upside down here, the first thing we need to do is look at putting our sealing rings in. And we have looked at those before and made sure that, you know, within the PTO brake housing here, it was good. You know, we had plenty of wear left in the ring. So we've done all that stuff in the stripping down videos. And so we'll just pop this ring on, lock that clip in, make sure it's locked in, and then on the PTO brake piston we can put the outer sealing ring. Now, it does not matter which way this goes. There's no has to go this way, no has to go that way, like a piston ring on an engine. It just has to go on there. And we'll get our favourite grease pot once more. We're just going to lube up the housing to help the ring seal, not seal, slide is the word I'm looking for. We'll run a little bit in here and a little bit on the outside. Also, a small grease film here when we air test later on is an advantage. So we bring this in, just squash him in with your fingers a little bit. It's that easy. That's right home. Just give it a bit of a wipe up, cleaning the excess off. Now we have you'll see one disc that's a duller side that has never been running on anything, and one that has been polished a little bit. That just runs on there, so we'll keep them the same way. There's no problem either way. Now we can drop that in. That will stay loose, so there's no problem just dropping that in for the moment. And this plate here, look, I will put some oil on this. Just so there's a bit of oil in there for the initial startup. But keep in mind that this is way down the bottom of the engine, the transmission case as well. Bloody engine on the head now. Then this plate goes on. This snap ring goes on. If there's a sharp edge, put the sharp edge up so it wants to bite in a bit harder. And I never put the gap on a join just so something can't get there. So with no pressure coming into the pack, that there should be free to slop up and down. You can see the movement in the pack. So we can now slide this bearing in the back. It just slides through into the plate there. With the circlip, a bit of a wipe. And we'll bring him down over the top. Making sure the circlip's right in. So what happens, the PTO clutch pack fits in here on these rings, and there's a snap ring that holds the PTO pack in place. So this housing here is right to go in. Now we should be able to do a quick air test. And this is just to show you. So we can turn that now. Now we can't. Now we can again. So we'll try and do that from the side where you can see what's going on. Now have a look about here somewhere. You can see the plate turning there. So we pop a bit of air. Oops, this one lands. Try and keep up. So I can't turn it. Take the pressure away and we can. So look, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. That'll go back in. And we're getting very close to being able to start assembling everything into the main housing. So, okay, that's the video of the Pdo brake housing. They don't get much easier than that little one. It's a nice short little video. Look, it'll only be a few minutes long, but that's it. Job done.